on to the beat of your feet, marching to the drum. Break all of the rules, pretend like they weren't made for you. You know it's real. When something that you really feel down in the bottom of your heart, it's undeniable. We're undeniable. Leave all of the rest behind. We know that it's really inside. Deep down in the bottom of our hearts, we're undeniable. Taking it all in, we're in the same thing. We do it all together, together. Taking it all in, we're in the same thing. We do it all better together. Shake up all the rules, pretend like they were never made. You know it's real. When something that you really feel down in the bottom of your heart, it's undeniable. We're undeniable. Leave all of the rest behind. We know that it's really inside.
Good evening. Good evening. Please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
We are blessed, peace in coming and in going, peace in labor and in rest. blessed. We are met together in meeting. We are blessed. Peace in coming and in going. Peace in labor and in rest. We are met together in meeting. We are blessed. Peace in coming and in going. Peace in labor and in rest. Hold on, dear brother. Hold on, dear sister. Hold on to me. Hold on to me. Hold on to me. We are met together in meeting. We are blessed. Peace in coming and in going. Peace in labor and in rest. You're not alone. You're not alone, and you never more will be. I will be with you, and I will carry you with me. Friendship endures, and surely we will prove it's not ourselves, but our bodies that move. We are met together meeting. We are blessed. Peace in coming and in going. Peace in labor and in rest. We are met together meeting. We are blessed. Peace in coming and in going. Peace in labor and in rest. Hold on, dear brother. Hold on, dear sister. Hold on to me. Hold on to me. Hold on to me.
Hello and welcome, family, friends, faculty, and the class of 2022. Sorry. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to speak to you all today. The fact that you're all up on the stage means that you did it. You have now accomplished the thing that the government requires you to do. But in all seriousness, each one of you has faced your own set of adverse challenges, and you should be proud of all the things you've achieved in these last 4 years. Congratulations. There's some symbolism one can infer from the traditions of a commencement ceremony. All of us are dressed today in an identical, one-size-fits-all uniform, appearing exactly the same. And as we walk the stage, we'll receive an identical diploma, indistinguishable from the person before us. Because as high school ends and the rest of our lives begin, we are given a new start in which we are all equal. Whether it's intimidating or refreshing to hear, your achievements in high school will not determine your future success. But this fresh start we've been given isn't a total blank slate. We still have all the lessons we've learned and experienced these last 4 years, and I hope to remind you of some of the things I've learned along the way that hopefully you have too. Think back for a moment and picture the person you were on your first day of freshman year. Now, 4 years later, you sit here on the stage, a very different person. No matter what you did or didn't do in high school, every single one of you has grown. You've become smarter, learned a bit more about the person you want to be, and maybe even matured a little bit. Well, not you, KJ. And when you walked through these doors again on your first day of senior year, you might have been like me, confident that I'd taken all that I needed to out of high school. But even in the last year, you've grown. The people who find the most success are the ones who never look at life as a completed project or a to-do list to check off. Embrace change, never stop learning, and know that there's always room for growth. On this path, I'm sure you've made plenty of mistakes. Throughout high school, you've made choices motivated by many outside influences. An extracurricular you joined for a college application, a friend chosen based on your public appearance, or that one person you dated just because they liked you. You know the one. Hopefully, you've learned that the choices you make for the wrong reasons are rarely the ones that bring you joy. Instead, the genuine interests you've pursued have led you to where you want to be. Climb the mountain so that you can see the world, not so that the world can see you. Let go of any preconceived notions of who you believe you're supposed to be or what you've been told you're supposed to do. Participate in the things you love and leave behind the things that you don't. Now that high school is finally over, we're able to look back at the past 4 years and reminisce on all the good things. But if you can place yourself back in these moments, some were a lot less idealistic. As humans, we have a tendency to postpone our own happiness under many different pretenses. I'll be less stressed after I've taken this test. My life will be easier after my sports season is over. Or maybe even I'll be happier once I've graduated high school. Now, looking back at all of these moments, I wish I had been able to be more present, appreciating all the good things despite my stress, complaints, and struggles. Because if we're able to learn to appreciate every part of life for what it is, be grateful for all the experiences, good and bad, we would all be happier people. Finally, I'd like to take you back a little further than high school. Even at the age of 5, you were asked the question, what do you want to be when you grow up? In kindergarten, this question opened up a world of endless opportunities. Our answers of astronaut, firefighter, and princess were filled with excitement and hope. Now, so many years later, the question has become a burden, even a sense of stress. But this outdated question falsely ingrains us with the idea that what we do and accomplish defines who we are. So let's switch the focus and instead pose the question, who do you want to be when you grow up? Because no matter what career you pursue, you can make an impact on the world and on the people around you. Instead of being something, be kind, be open-minded, be hardworking, and be passionate. Appleton West seniors, thank you for the good times, the bad times, and the growth. As you go out into the real world to pursue bigger and better things, I hope you remember all the things you've learned throughout high school. Congratulations, class of 2022. I wish you all success.
Carpe diem. Do any of you know what that means? Yes. It is a Latin phrase that means seize the day. Someone may have said these words to you before, and you may have been like, oh yeah, I'll do the laundry today, or I'll finish that homework assignment, or I'll do that task I've just been putting off for weeks. And those are all perfectly good ways to spend a day, but is it truly seizing that day? Now, before I continue to seize this amazing opportunity, I'd like to thank everyone for being here tonight. Thank you to our families and friends, the ASD faculty, and the wonderful class of 2022. I would also like to recognize those who were unable to be with us tonight. Their love and support also got us to where we are today, and that is just as important. As seniors, we have all learned how to make the most out of every day, since we only had 1 year left, and that year goes by faster than you think. Seniors, I know it's not just me, but this year flew by. In September, we're all thinking that we've got a whole year left. There's nothing to stress about. November, the only thing we're thinking about is it's almost winter break. Finally, December, it is winter break. By the time January comes, we have a whole semester left. April, 2 months, oh boy, we're getting close. And suddenly, it's May, and we're graduating. It's hard to make the most out of every day when it seems like each day is moving by at the speed of light. As I looked back on this past year, it made me realize a few things. I realized how many lasts we were going to have. Our last homecoming, our last football game, concert, your last work shift after an 8-hour school day, or your last summative assignment that you just had to turn in. Or, most importantly, your last time to hear about Mr. Franklin's cross-country skiing, which is something I look forward to every single year. Now, senior year is bittersweet because of this. Yes, we're moving on. We're leaving the school that we've been in for 4 years, and physically about 3. We're leaving the teachers that we've grown with and told stories with. But after this, the world is ours to seize. And yes, that is the most cliche thing I could have said, but it's true. We get to go out in the world, and I know we won't have the same people holding our hand or Mr. Heller's happy dance every day. But what we will have is the knowledge we gathered while being here. For the longest time, I struggled with what I wanted to say up here. I remembered sitting in my room a little over a year ago, watching last year's graduation, and I started thinking, what would I say? So what does any rational high school student do? They ask their friends what to say. Now, I'm going to be honest, I had a few ideas and inspirational quotes or advice that I could say, but I wanted to let a few people that could not speak tonight share their own advice. Take time for yourself, one stated. Don't stress about always having something to do or always having friends to hang out with. Take time to do work, reflect, or just decompress for a little bit. Another said that the key to a happy life is to accept that you're never actually in control. There are plenty of things that you can control, but many that you cannot. And once you accept that, that's life. Finally, be the best that you can be. Even if you aren't at 100% all the time, keep being you. No one can be happy all the time, and once you understand that, life gets a little bit easier. Lastly, I would like to go back to the first piece of advice that I shared with you. Seize the day. I think it's something a lot of people, especially seniors, have a hard time doing, especially with the past few years that we've had. We see each day as something part of a bigger picture and not its own separate piece of the puzzle. We carelessly maraude through each day just waiting to get to the next one. And we rarely stop to look back or just to see what's happening in front of us. It's September now, in the blink of an eye, it's May, and we're on the stage in orange and blue. As we get out into the real and very big world, take that time to look around. The world is moving much faster than you think. So make sure that you have time to seize that opportunity that each and every day presents you. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2022.
any alumni of Appleton West to rise and join us in singing our alma mater.
Good evening. I'm Mark McQuaid, and at this time, it is my honor as the principal of Appleton West High School to present the class of 2022 to our Assistant Superintendent and future Superintendent, Mr. Greg Harchis, to our Board of Education representative, Mrs. Deb Truman, and to you, family, friends, and special guests. Congratulations, seniors. I am proud of you. Your high school career has been full of many historic events that your children and grandchildren will one day read about. And when they ask you what it was like, you will no doubt have different recollections of the past few years than what's written in our history books. You sit together on this stage as a graduate, having earned a diploma from Appleton West High School, and whether you are a West student, an ATEC student, or a Renaissance student, please know I'm proud of all of you. And please take note that you're joining a proud family of alumni, and that no matter where your journey takes you, you'll always be a terror. Tonight, terrors, we celebrate you. And I always remind our graduates that over the next few days, weeks, and months, you're going to get a lot of unsolicited advice. Whether you like it or not, people are going to share all sorts of warnings, admonitions, and some helpful hints. Hopefully, you've learned which advice is good, which advice is well-intended, but not for you, and most importantly, how important it is to listen well during these moments, because the folks giving you this advice are doing so out of love. And since I have the opportunity, I too am going to give you some advice. My last lesson to you, the class of 2022. Reviewing my speeches from years past, I've noted that I mostly give advice that is aspirational and about being a good human. Noting recent beverage trends the last few years, I'd like to start with more practical advice. which is to start investing in your own future as much as you invest in making Starbucks profitable. Seriously, for every iced white chocolate mocha or green tea cream frappuccino you buy, invest that much into a Roth IRA or other retirement plan now while you are young. If you do so, you're going to have a lot of options when you're at my age. Now, the rest of my advice is more traditional. The first piece of advice, know your tolerances, your limits. There was a research study that tethered two participants together, subjects A and B. Subject A had choice and could go anywhere, while subject B was tethered to A and had no choice but to go where A went. Each participant was measured for stress markers before and after the study. Physically, each participant did the same work, but following the study, the stress markers for subject B were dramatically worse than for subject A. The point one might draw is that subject B's life was more stressful due to a lack of choice. Some of you may be okay with being subject B, living a life where you follow others' directions, and really, that's wonderful. We need a lot of workers who can simply follow direction. If that is within your tolerance, your life will be great. However, if that's not within your tolerance, you need to know to what extent you can follow others, because at some point, and to some degree, you will need to follow. If following others is not within your tolerance, you need to find a career in which you lead, remembering that even in lead roles, you will still sometimes need to muster enough tolerance to follow. Knowing your tolerances for leading and for following will help make you have the best career you possibly can. Now, scaling that concept to knowing your tolerances beyond your future careers is important too. You need to know your tolerance for political discourse, for example. My mother's rule was that she could not tolerate political discourse when we had company. A good rule. Knowing your tolerance for trying new foods when you dine out might save you an awkward moment with your food server. Most importantly, though, is know your tolerance for change. If you have little tolerance for change, there's a place for you, but it's probably not as subject A. For to lead is to constantly determine when and where to change. Knowing your tolerance for change will be helpful in your personal and professional lives. My next piece of advice is to test that tolerance. If you are to grow as a person, you must be willing to test your tolerance from time to time. Accepting the person behind the curtain, as in The Wizard of Oz, has all of the answers, and to blindly follow because you do not like change will never open you up to potential experiences which will help you grow. For example, if we'd settled for vanilla ice cream, which is delicious, we would have never had chocolate ice cream or Moose Tracks or Rocky Road or, well, I digress. But because someone said, yes, vanilla ice cream is within my tolerance, yet I'd like to try something else. We have options. And I would submit that choices can be wonderful. My last piece of advice is to respect that others have different tolerances than you. That doesn't mean you cannot push their tolerances. Rather, know how far you can push. Know this also, if you push other people's tolerances, you should be open to them pushing yours. Civility is important, but it does not mean blindly turning an eye when your tolerance is pushed. Rather, it means knowing your tolerance, knowing the limits to which it can be stretched in one sitting, and still being open to possibility. Hearing others matters. Compromise matters. Knowing we all have limits helps us to pause, to take a break, to listen, and most importantly, to learn. So know your tolerances, stretch those tolerances, and respect others' tolerances to the extent that you need not break a relationship in nudging others. If you can find some direction in these words, you will continue to grow and you will find joy. More importantly, you'll be open to learning from others and supporting the learning of others. Doing so will help you, in Drew's words, Let go of any preconceived notions of who you believe you're supposed to be or what you've been told you're supposed to do so that you can truly focus on those things you love. In addition to my advice, I have a wish for you, and that wish is that you lead a life of gratitude. Tonight, West ATEC or RSA becomes your alma mater, which is Latin for nourishing mother. And I hope you experience nourishment over your tenure here, so much so that as you reflect on your 4 years of high school, you have a sense of accomplishment. I hope you have a plan for the future and a heart filled with gratitude for those who helped you through this part of your journey. Research shows people who take time to count their blessings tend to have healthier lives. And although we can all find fault and misfortune in life when we look for it, we could just as easily find the good in each other and the opportunity in every hardship if we invest our energy in that way. Please take time to thank those people in your lives who truly made an impact. Perhaps your life was impacted by a teacher, a coach, an employer, or an advisor. Perhaps it was a more personal connection, such as a classmate or a close friend. And certainly, your life has been shaped by your family. When I think about all the great faculty here at West, ATEC, and Renaissance who care so deeply about you, I'm grateful to work with people like our Dean of Students, Mr. Coonan, my associates, Mrs. Diedrichson and Mrs. DeBoer, and Mr. McLaury, and for the chance to serve as principal of the best teaching staff on this planet. Perhaps you are grateful for some of the advice you got from sagacious social studies teachers, Mr. Larsh or Mr. Babcock. Perhaps you've had your day brightened by the creative energy of Mrs. Heller, or maybe you had the pleasure of hearing one of Mr. Heller's math jokes at just the right time to pick you up for the day. Maybe Mr. Ingen shared his life stories about his days at West, and that provided a little bit of perspective for your days here. It could be that Mr. Mitem or another of our school counselors helped guide you when you most needed it, or that Mrs. Lear helped send a transcript out to help you meet a post-secondary deadline. Of course, I could continue with a long list of people I am grateful for, but the point is this. One thing I've learned is that taking time to write a quick sentiment of gratitude makes a world of difference, not just to the people I thank, but also for me. So when trying to lead a life of gratitude, my advice is to take time routinely to write people a quick thank you note, not simply a text or tweet or snap. And when you sit down and put pen to paper, writing your thank you notes, I hope the gratitude you feel inspires you to pass that feeling on to others. As Grady suggested in his speech, seize the day. Know that each day is special, and one way to make it even better is to share your gratitude in the moment. In doing so, you will help someone, and you will feel better yourself. Finally, friends, family, honored guests, the historic times our graduates have endured give me complete confidence that Appleton West class of 2022 are kind, caring, clever, and resilient beyond measure. I'm looking forward to their leadership because they are shining examples of what is right with our younger generation. So class of 2022, I hope the person you have become is one who will live a life of gratitude, who will be mindful of your tolerances and those around you, and will always continue to learn and grow. And now it is with great pride, Mrs. Truman, Mr. Harchis, staff, families, guests, and the tens of thousands of alumni doing great things for alma mater across the globe, that I declare the class of 2022 has completed all requirements set forth by the Appleton Area School District Board of Education for the awarding of a high school diploma, and I proudly present to you the class of 2022. Go ahead and move your tassels.
Thank you, Mr. McQuaid. Students, parents, staff, relatives, and special guests, It is my great privilege and honor to be with you this evening and to recognize the graduating class of 2022. On behalf of our superintendent, Dr. Judy Baseman, and all Appleton area school district staff members, we are excited to celebrate the culmination of a 13-year educational journey. As we gather tonight in person to honor our seniors, I want to take this opportunity to thank parents, family members, community supporters, and each and every one of you here tonight, both live and via live stream, for all you have done to support our 2022 graduates. We have learned all too well over the past few years just how unpredictable life can be. We have also been reminded of the importance of supporting one another through difficult times. And we are so proud of our seniors for all that they have done to persevere through these unprecedented challenges. We are confident that they are now poised to graduate from high school and begin the next phase in their lives. Graduating seniors, you have proven that you can overcome extreme adversity. You have shown that you can do difficult things that none of us could have ever imagined before March of 2020. Thank you for hanging in there. Thank you for persevering. As graduates of the Appleton Area School District, we will always be here to support you in any way possible. So tonight, we are bound together by the class of 2022, and the district leaves you with 3 hopes. We hope you have found inspiration during your time at West, or perhaps Renaissance, or ATEC. We hope you have learned much in your time here. And our final hope for each of you is that when you look back on your time in the Appleton Area School District and these last 4 years, despite the many challenges, we hope you can look back with great fondness. Congratulations and best of luck. Well done. Well done. Owen. I have the honor of introducing our next speaker, who will be accepting the class of 2022. Deb Truman serves on the Appleton Area School District's Board of Education. It is truly an honor to have her with us this evening, and I know she shares in the pride we all feel as we gather in this time of celebration. Would you please join me in welcoming Board Clerk Deb Truman.
Not quite that tall. Good evening. As you heard, I'm Deb Truman, Clerk of the Appleton Area School District Board of Education. I am delighted to represent the board for tonight's commencement and extend warm greetings to all our students, families, friends, and staff. As it was pointed out, graduation is a milestone event, a celebrated accomplishment, one that generates a range of emotions from excitement and satisfaction to anxiety and apprehension. Those sentiments are likely amplified tonight after all the uncertainty of the past few years. We have all been impacted by losses, disruptions, and challenges, and have been forced to draw on personal resilience and persevere to adapt. We have also learned more fully the value of our relationships and receiving and giving support to those around us. Students, aside from completing required coursework, you have demonstrated your ability to adapt and succeed in the face of tremendous challenge. Be proud of what you have accomplished. As you move ahead with your future plans, may you carry forward a deeper awareness of your own inner strength and compassion and readiness to contribute to your community. So on behalf of the Board of Education, I proudly accept the West Class of 2022 for graduation. Congratulations and best wishes to each of you.
Drew Pollard. Grady Rouskin. Alan Post. Tao Zhang. Esther Rivas. Remini Tao. Spring Vang. Asia Tao. Jasmine Dixon. Megan Crooks. Cheyenne Zhang. Mason Nitschke. Taylor Zanin. Maya Weideman. Abigail Herring. Shelby Fisher. Riley Ward. Cassandra Lynn Stevenson. Ashley Bird. Samantha White. Elizabeth Hartman. Kenzie Coonan.
Lily Alberts. Amanda Aponte. Rosie Arana. Paige Ardeneau. Brooklyn Arena. Miles Aaron. Diego Aguerawa. Alexa Beauchamp. Jacob Bartel. Elizabeth Baston. Rosea Bates. August Boss. Phoenix Behringer. Garrett Besha. Jackson Byer. AJ Yajeski. Callie Beiersdorf. Jack Blair. Harrison Boardman. James Bolson. Justice Bowers. Brian Brazee. Ellie Breed. Spencer Bruton. Abigail Bricko. Megan Burns. Lucas Burry. Carson Buss. Jacob Buss. Sulia Chang. Michaela Chesna. Carter Cittadino. Aaliyah Clemens. Winston Cleveland. Alexis Couch. Alex Colchado. Parker Collar. Hunter Cook. Anthony Quato. Lucy David. Ella DeBoer. Carter DeBraw. Caitlin Deeg. Brandon Dietert. Voodoo. Brandon Dodge. Morgan Edens. Luisa Espinosa Moreno. Devin Farrell. Avalon Fisher. Adam Fabish. Jackson Fleming. Abigail Folks. Jason Fowley. Jaden Fox. Meredith Gadzik. Nicole Galvez. Noah Garcia. Isabel Garwood. Brady Gibson. Magdala Gold. Isaac Grunman. Umberto Gian. Riley Hanson. Lorelei Harmeyer. Owen Harches. Alyssa Hartman. Jackson Homschold. Shelby Heisey. Cable Hombrook. Michelle Mead. Blossom Her. Natalie Hearing.
Greta Hilchin. Carly Hinkins. Simon Hornung. Jacob Hotinsky. Serenity Howard. Onika Huel. Dakota Hamilton. Sebastian Infante. Alexander Inglis. Jesus Izarrez. Carter Jackson. Logan Yeager. Dylan Jenrette. Tyler Junion. Courtney Juvie. Brielle Kampke. Monique Cower. Cage Kavanaugh. Caleb Kyle. Callie Kellison. Carly Kessler. Katrina Kitzman. Gabe Knapp. Alexander Cavallas. Elijah Kopeski. Ian Coster. Olivia Kukarich. Emma Lading. Elijah Lamers. Tanner Larson. Lauren Larson. Deanna Lang. Dai Quang Lee. Dylan Lee. Mai Tong Lee. Miter Lee. Sing Ying Lee. Starry Lee. Reese Leonard. Guillermo Lerma. Hayden Littleton. Matthew Lynn. Hua Lo. Maggie Lansway. Daniela Lopez. Miguel Lopez Ramirez. Kathy Lohr. Fatima Marinez Martinez. Casey Martin. Nolan Martin. Enrique Martinez. Jessica Martinez. Andrew Marks. Elijah Mathers. Addison May. Javier McLaren. Madison McClune. Kyler McPeak. Wyatt Meisner. Emily May. Morgan Metco. Jimena Meza Morales. Isaac Milhaupt. Amelia Miller. Arlette Miranda. Kyle Morin. James Morrill. Helena Miller. Caden Myers. Tyson Nguyen. Olivia Norman. Noah Nygren. Braden Olson. Lily Owens.
Emma Pulzer. Marshall Patton. Gabriel Phillips. Hannah Pitterly. Jack Post. Callan Prentice. Benjamin Puri. Avery Rabis. Mason Rake. Lyric Ray. Salea Reyes. Cole Richards. Francisco Rivera. Dylan Roche. Jonathan Rodriguez Salgado. Jasmine Rogers. Alasia Rush. Owen Solly. Helen Sargent. Kellen Scheel. Tylee Sheets. Dylan Scheibe. Brooklyn Shizzle. Jaden Schlag. Peyton Schmeichel. Abigail School. Audrey Schubert. Hadley Schultz. Samuel Seiler. Nathan Shanahan. Monique Shepard. Joshua Scarda. Cade Smith. Janaea Spoke. Peyton Stadler. Brianna Stanley. Hannah Sternagel. James Tatum. Tori P. Isaac Tao. Nia Tao. Sanchai Tao. Vaughn Tao. Isabella Thompson. Andrew Tiedoff. Jet Tepler. Jadalyn Torres. Kimberly Torres Beroa. Samuel Vendolick. Matthew Vandewal. Emma Van Dyke. Romeo Vang. Lee Vandenberg. Troy Vanderlois. Logan Vang. Shylin Van Stippen. Chloe Vaughn. Ashley Vermeulen. Emily Verrier. Emiliano Victoria. Daisy Villagomez. Eleanor Vogel. Allie White. Kiara Whitney. Oliver Whiteman. Tate Whiteman. Kaylee Weigel. Malia Wilkes. John Jean. Madeline Willard. Claire Wisniewski. Isabel Withrow. Joseph Wolf. Ephraim Wood. Trinity Woodrow. Aaliyah Jean. Avery Jean. Jaden Jean. Yushia Jean. Samrak Chang. Shatip Yang. Colin Yang. Zheng Yang. And last but not least, Mia Zona. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the class of 2022.